What's going on, everybody? Hope you had an awesome week. It's Friday. We're doing another episode of Philosophy Friday, and this week we're going to be talking about why do we train. So, as martial arts instructors, we come across a lot of different people from different backgrounds. Whether they come from a background where they're wanting to lose a lot of weight, or they're coming from a background where they want to learn self-defense. Everyone has different personal experiences that drive them into martial arts training. A lot of it can be centered around fitness, doing it for fun, doing it for self-defense, or what have you. So we have a lot of different students with different ideas as to what they want to get out of martial arts. And I always thought it really interesting to reflect on, why do we train? What is our purpose for being here? And then I just wanted to share some of my thoughts and personally how I've kind of changed and adapted my mindset over the past few years to change, how I viewed martial arts, what my personal philosophy is, and why I train personally. So I think a lot of people, especially adults, will start martial arts training for self-defense. When you think about martial arts, you think about fighting, defending yourself, and those types of things. And I think that, at face value, that's what martial arts really looks like to a lot of people. It's a way to train to protect yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. That really is, at its core, the purpose of martial arts. I mean, the word martial refers to combat, right? Hand-to-hand combat. So it really makes sense that people would think about martial arts in that way. But I want to take it a step further. So in this day and age, we don't run into many situations where we need to use martial arts to defend yourself. I've been training for about 7 years, and I've never had to use it. And that might, to some people, seem like a waste, right? I mean, I spend all of this time, these hours, weeks, years training, all of this time and energy and sweat and tears that I've put into my training, but I've never had to use it, not even once. It kind of seems like a waste of energy. There's always be prepared just in case it happens to you. And hopefully I still have a lot of my life left to live, so who knows what I could encounter in my life. But, I've been training all this time and I've never once had to use martial arts to defend myself or protect my life. So that kind of seems like a waste. So when I reflected on that concept, I would think, okay, something about martial arts keeps pulling me back though. I'm always here. Imagine constantly training to be like a swimmer, right? And you're constantly practicing and you are preparing yourself for a competition that never happens. It's kind of unmotivating, right? It's like, what's the purpose of doing this? And as a martial artist, you might think that if your only reason is to use martial arts to protect yourself, if you never have to use that skill, what's the point? Sure, I'm prepared for it, but let's say I go my entire life without ever needing to use it. I wasted countless hours, time, money, right, getting good at martial arts. So think about it this way. There must be some other reason that we train in order for us to constantly be pulled back into class week after week after week, right? It's enjoyable, it's fun, but it has to have a purpose. And for me, martial arts has always been a tool that I use every day, but not in the way of defending myself, right? I use the more philosophical concepts in my day-to-day life, things like respect and discipline, self-criticism, not in a negative way, but like self-reflection, reflecting on my flaws, where I need improvement. All of those things that martial arts teaches me, I use those all the time. And I very, very rarely, if ever, have to use the self-defense skills that martial arts has taught me. So, that's just kind of my thought from it. I use martial arts every day as a compass for how to live my life and how to make decisions and how to tackle problems, but I don't use the combative aspect of martial arts ever. And there's kind of some beauty in that, right? That I can do all of this training and getting my body in shape and practicing my skills and working on my reflexes, but I never actually use that stuff. But by training all of those things, it helps me improve other areas of my life because of, what martial arts at its core helps and teaches us about the human person, about the human beings and the way we are, our nature, and things about our bodies and our weaknesses and our strengths. So just really quick, I just wanted to share that with you guys. That's one of my favorite things to reflect on and think about. Why am I training? Why do I keep coming back? And at face value, a lot of people might think martial arts is about self-defense, and to a degree, it is. But you got to take it a step further than that and think about martial arts in a bigger picture. Why do we train? Why do you train? Why do you come back week after week after week to class? Because that's a really important question to answer. I think everyone who is in martial arts training needs to think about that question and come to a conclusion for themselves. Why are you here? Why do you train? What does martial arts mean to you? It's a complicated question, but if you spend some time thinking about it, you might surprise yourself with what you end up discovering about the reasons that you train. All right, guys, have an awesome weekend. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow night, or tonight actually, at the self-defense seminar. All right, see you guys. Peace.